Hi, my name is Susan Palmer, and I would like to help you learn how to play the guitar. This lesson covers pages 16 through 25 in the Guitar Lesson Companion. If you don't already have the book, you can buy it at leadcatpress.com. I want you to turn to page 16 in your book, and let's go over the notes on the second string, or the B string. This is what the note B looks like on the staff, and this is how you play it. It's your open second string. The note C looks like this on the staff, and you play C by placing your first finger directly behind that first metal fret on that same string. This is what D looks like on the staff, and you play the note D with your third finger on the third fret of that same string. So once again we have open B, C, and D. I want you to memorize what those notes look like on the staff as well as how to play them. To do that, the note identification worksheet should be completed. Let's talk about some different rhythms now. So far you've seen whole notes, half notes, dotted half notes, and quarter notes. And now we're going to introduce their equivalent rest values. Up here on line 49 I have a whole note in measure 1 and a whole note rest in measure 2. A whole note rest is worth 4 counts. To mute your strings, either use your right hand or your left hand. It doesn't matter, but you want to make that string stop. In line 50, I've got a whole line of half notes and half note rests. So a half note is worth 2 beats, so a half note rest is also going to be worth 2 beats. 2 beats of silence in this case. On line 53, I've got a bunch of quarter notes here, and I also have a quarter note rest. That's this kind of squiggly line here. A quarter note rest is worth 1 beat of silence. I want you to go ahead and play through all of page 18 with your metronome and try to mute out those rests there so that you don't have a string that's ringing out. On page 19, I introduced 3/4 time. So far, you've played music that's in 4/4 time, and you've been counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout the entire piece. In 3/4 time, you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play line 57 for you so you get a feel for it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and play through the entire page. That's page 19. And then you can put it all together. The reading study on page 20 is in 4/4 time, and it is only using those notes B, C, and D. Again, this is a whole note rest, so be silent for 4 counts, and I want you to ignore the chord symbols up at the top. Those are the chords that the band is playing on the accompaniment CD. Page 20 is also using those notes B, C, and D, and only those notes, but we're in 3/4 time. Again, I want you to ignore the chord symbols at the top and just focus on the notes that are on the staff. I hope those are kind of fun for you to play. I had a lot of fun making the CD. Then we're going to put the notes on both strings together. So you'll be working with the notes E, F, and G, B, C, and D. I want you to get used to doing that by filling out the note identification worksheet on page 22. At this time, I also want you just to practice playing a note on the B string and follow it with a note on the E string. I want you to be anchoring your hand, using this part of your hand here, on those lower strings that you're not playing. That will enable you to memorize the distance between those 2 strings, and you'll use the same movement each time when you're plucking either string, or picking either string. Then you can put all of that together with 3 reading studies that use those notes B, C, D, E, F, and G. These also have CD tracks, so ignore the chords at the top. Take it line by line, measure by measure if you need to, slow it down with the metronome if you have one. You should have one by now. And then work it up to speed with the CD. So page 23, 24, and 25 are your combination reading studies for the B string and the E string. So for your assignment, I want you to continue to work on the 1, 2, 3, 4 warm-up exercise, and I want you to master all of these pages up through page 25. Work hard, have fun, and thanks.